Hello, thank you for your time. My name is Michael McCory. This is my slide on the aviation service business. I chose this scenario out of chapter 4. I feel it really highlights on-the-job training where it's easy to misunderstand why different aircraft receive different fuel types. This could lead to a critical issue if an aircraft is fueled with the wrong fuel. As this scenario goes into, an experienced employee needs to explain the difference between the fuels and how the operations and safety standards need to be upheld while fueling an aircraft. And also in my FBO selection, I selected Signature Aviation FBO out of Tampa International Airport. Although the King Air and the Seminole have propellers, their engines are different. The King Air uses turboprop engines, which are required to use Jet A fuel, similar to what jets use. The Piper Seminole, on the other hand, does use 100 LL avgas. Using the wrong fuel could really cause catastrophic issues for the engines, which could lead to engine failure. This distinction is a fundamental concept in every line service. All technicians must understand. And in the slide, I really cover the different fuel types that the aircraft are used for the different engine types. We have Jet A with the turboprop and the avgas 100 LL for the piston style engine. So when training an employee, it's really key to understand their perspective and how they understand things. So I make it a priority to ensure that they know how to identify the proper fuel types, the visual aids, and the documentation. I really would like to encourage double checking the aircraft placards, the data sheet, and I stress there is no dumb questions when it comes to safety. It's so easy to not ground an aircraft and, cause a static ignition, and there could be a catastrophic fuel fire right there while fueling. So that's why it's crucial to ground an aircraft. So really, emphasizing visual identifications and data placards, reviewing manufacturer specifications, um, training with the documentation and the placard understanding, and making sure when you don't know, you ask a question. It's really easy to find yourself in the trap of you don't know what you don't know. And I found myself there multiple times in my career where I've learned the hard way. And anytime I catch myself, hey, there could be a lapse of judgment or information that I'm not aware of. Hey, let me go double check it. Let me check the manufacturer manual. If I can self answer it, if I can't find the answer, let me bring it up to my leadership. So I selected Signature Aviation out of Tampa International as my FBO. Their ramp operations are well organized with designated fueling areas for different aircraft types. Their staff are trained extensively in the line servicing operations, and their documentation processes are held to the highest standards. With this FBO, they're nationally and internationally, all over the place, and they really have a great name for themselves. And with the fueling training, I felt that this FBO was a great FBO to relate to, especially being out of the Florida area. I'm liking how I can start familiarizing myself with the other airports around. With biblical integration, I chose the verse from Proverbs it reminds me of a long-term impact of good training and guidance. Although the originality is written out of the context of parenting. We look at our parents as our idols, our mentors, and our leaders in so many day-to-day relations and experiences. As I experience new technicians, I always set the tone for safety, professionalism, and the accountability of your actions. Making sure you're properly documenting what you're servicing with, what fuels you're servicing with, and all the time, amount, all the data that is required. By teaching others these practices, it really improves their performance and reduce risk and any type of miscommunication for aircraft. So with Proverbs 22:6, start off on the way they should go. Even when they are old, they will not turn from it. Training new employees requires patience and guidance and consistency. Like raising a child, mentoring is someone who shapes long-term habits and safety culture. FBO leaders really have the responsibility and wisdom and best practices from day to day. The references are from our book, and I took some references also from Signature Aviation's website for the runway headings and their location with their screenshots. And I hope you enjoyed my slide. Good luck to everybody for the rest of the school year.